Hello, everybody, and thank you for listening to the Silly Goose Sports Talk. I am Big Bird, Big T.
And I'm Skippy. And before we begin the episode, I'm about to make you an offer you can't refuse. If you go down there, you can hit that subscribe button for nothing. You get latest sports news. Now, if you don't, we'll be knocking at your door soon. So,
Yeah. Oh, and also, we have a huge milestone this week. We just hit 50 subscribers.
indeed, we did.
Thank you guys so much. This is a milestone that we've been waiting for, and we've been
Finally.
hoping for and dreaming for.
It's first step. It's not much, but it's not.
We're on the road now.
Not 5.
Yeah, we're on the road to 100 now. Let's go.
Slowly, yeah.
So how was your week, Skippy?
It was quite good. What did I do this week? So we went to Sneed's.
Nice.
So at Sneed's there's a kind of a swing that goes over this like lake.
Yeah.
Almost.
They got rid of the log, and that's annoying.
Yeah, and this guy, one of our friends' brothers, had a phone in his pocket, and it fell out as at the height, and so it started rolling down the mount, like the hill, into the water. So
there's somebody I know.
No, so it was co-op. It was from our co-op, and so I ran in with my shoes. I got them soaked, but I saved the phone. The phone's still okay. Mom was not happy with me when I got my shoes all wet. Let me tell you, my because we had a friend Nat's tour after that, which was really fun.
Yeah, and that was amazing. Those guys.
That was a good time. Awesome. I don't think we got our Instagram posts out because I
got one. I tagged the Goose account.
Well, yeah, I know, but we have a bunch of pictures from that we have not posted yet.
Oh, do we? I won't.
Yeah, because
we'll deal
someone did it. Someone didn't.
I don't have access to it 24/7.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the voice of reason. You had one job.
Someone's in trouble. All right.
Well,
so, anyways, remember that
she's supposed to be in charge of all the social media.
There was a really weird car on the way back from the tour, though. A crime scene car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, you gotta describe it for the people.
So it was like this, I don't want to say a crap box, but it was like this slack Mitsubishi Lancer, and then it had like a bunch of crime scene tape all over it, and then it had a little baby doll toy hanging by the neck, dangling off the back of the car.
It was like an inch off the ground.
Yeah.
Hang on for dear life.
It was the crime scene car.
That was a little weird.
As we are gangsters, we are familiar to the crime world.
I'm a 1930s gangster. He's a modern day gangster, I guess, or just a Walmart lunatic.
Yeah, I can be both.
Well, no, if you want to be a modern day gangster, throw on a tank shirt, throw on a tank top, and some jeans, and you'll be good. if you really
I just wanted something to do with these shades because these are underappreciated.
I got my hat. I got my Christmas suit.
What's up with y'all's pumpkins? It says on the script that you guys are competitive.
We're not really normally competitive, but this year expect a Halloween post. If our social media will do something. Sorry. I'm gonna be making a silly goose pumpkin. Ooh. So I'm gonna be cutting our logo into the pumpkin. It'll be pretty sweet. And my dad, I think he put this on here. So Skippy's dad bought the best pumpkin. He did that for sure. So it's like this green thing. It's one of those like weird green winkly things.
Oh, a gourd.
It's not gourd. It's a pumpkin. Oh. But it looks like Frankenstein.
Me and my buddies call those noodles.
No. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like
the weird pumpkin things. Yeah.
It's a weird pumpkin, yeah.
They grow really weird angles.
Yeah. We didn't even buy a pumpkin at Sneed's. which is
Yeah,
our
those
local
are overpriced, man.
Yeah, we went to Sneed's, but we bought some at like Weiss
Yeah.
or Lidl or whatever. So yeah, it was pretty fun. What are you gonna
Yeah.
be carving? Do you have any
Uh,
ideas this year?
we don't actually do pumpkins in our house very often. I don't
Oof.
I don't remember ever doing one, honestly.
You have a sad childhood.
Nah, it's fine. We always went to we had our thing with the church on Halloween night. Those things were
Oh
fun.
yeah,
So, anyways, we got a lot of news from the Washington
we do.
football team front. This really saddens me to see this. Washington released veteran kicker Dustin Hopkins, opting for a player who last kicked the game 5 years ago. The team signed Chris Blewett, who signed to their practice squad last week. He never kicked in the NFL in an NFL game, and he last played for Pitt in 2016. In 4 years with the Panthers, he made 69.6% of his field goals. He also missed 4 extra points in his last 2 seasons combined. Note from my papa: if your kicker's name is Blewett, you have some problems. On the field versus the
Yeah.
Packers, we got destroyed 24-10. Big T missed the game and would like to keep it that way. I don't
think you want to watch that.
Yeah, Washington outgained Green Bay by 126 yards, and the defense applied constant pressure with 3 sacks. Whoa, nice. The defense allowed a season-low 304 yards, but the offense had 6 trips inside the 25 that resulted in 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Well,
I can't take you
Denver
seriously with that.
If we're playing Denver next week, so that's a must-win. Our season's already in the dumpster, but if we don't win next week against Denver, it's over. Like, the NFC is so bad. Everybody else is like 2-4, 2-5, other than like the Rams, the Cardinals, Cowboys, Packers, and everybody like that. It's a dogfight. Like, anybody can get these wild card spots in the NFC. So don't count Washington out yet. But in order to stay in contention, they need to win this Sunday. That's my 2 cents.
If that's your hot take on that.
Yeah.
Well, Steelers we were on bye week this week, so hopefully some players will get healthy.
Oh, that's why your
Sunday.
dad went on the church trip.
Oh yeah, Dad would not have gone on that if football was on. So yeah, we'll be playing the Cleveland Browns Sunday or Monday. I don't remember.
One of the games.
One of the games.
Yeah.
And then in other NFL news, Tom Brady becomes the first QB in NFL history to throw 600 touchdowns in his career in a 38-3 blowout against the Bears.
I thought the Bears were better. I really thought they would at least score 10 points on them. And also, we have Arizona remain undefeated in a 31-5 beating of the Texans. Now, here's what's really odd. If you just put up 5 points, because you have to have a safety and a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like whenever there's a safety in the low scoring games, I like that. It's really funky game scores. I've always loved those. Like it's like 11-8, or like 8-5, and something like that.
Mm-hmm. Eagles lost 33.
We forgot one. The Lions gave it an old college try, but still lost, going 0-7 in a 28-19 loss to the Rams. That's like not very good.
No dip.
Washington was bad.
Eagles lost 33-22 to the Raiders. Big T gets props for not ruining the Bishop Sunday afternoon, spoiling the surprise.
The Bengals, with one of the biggest surprises of the weekend, with their utter destruction of the Ravens, 41-17. Joe Burrow had a monster game, like 416 yards.
What happened to the bad Bengals?
Joe Burrow happened to them. He's healthy, and he's throwing really good. I knew Joe Burrow would be really good. Awesome. Congrats to Joe Burrow.
Why are you rooting for the Bengals, dude?
I'm not rooting for the Bengals. I'm rooting for Joe Burrow.
But destroying the Ravens. The Ravens, like 2 years ago, we thought that they were gonna be Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, and then they ran into the Titans, who got hot at the end. So
Yeah, and the other surprise is the Chiefs. Another
Yeah.
poor performance, a 27-3 loss versus the Titans.
We need to have Harrison on to talk about
He's
the
gonna
Chiefs.
be very angry about this one.
Yeah.
So in baseball news, we had the Fred Nets tour the Fred Nets Stadium. It was cool. We went to the radio booth, even got
Yeah,
to
the
go
radio
on the
booth,
field.
that was amazing.
No trash cans in the dugout. So
Yeah,
poor
unfortunate.
Astros.
Yeah. And also
And
the bullpen, whoever was the stadium designer is an absolute genius and an absolute Chad, because you know how in the home bullpen there was like a cover over the bullpen for when it rains. The visiting
yeah,
bullpen didn't have that.
yeah. So yeah, it was really funny. We also found two whole home run balls. So that
Yeah,
was
that
quite
was
cool.
fun. We went behind the stadium and
Found a few.
yeah, we found some home run balls. They were moldy, but that's okay.
Uh-huh. And we have nothing for Nationals and nothing for Pirates as the season is over. But
Yeah,
playoffs are still going.
we have the NLCS. In Game 3 of the NLCS, the Braves miss a golden opportunity to go into kill shot mode as the Dodgers make a stunning comeback in the 8th inning of Game 3 to win that 6-5. Game 4, the Braves jumped out to an early 3-0 lead on 3 solar home runs and just kept on rolling where they won 9-2. In Game 5, an early blast by Freddie Freeman was all that went right for Atlanta as the Dodgers go off for an 11-2 slugging. And then in Game 6, Atlanta gets it done with Dansby Swanson having this diving catch slide. It was nice to win the series. Atlanta's going to the World Series for the first time since 1999, and they will face. Well, are you taking in the AL? Well,
I got you. So ALCS, at the Astros rolled over the Red Sox 9-2 in Game 4. They did this by scoring 7 runs in the top of the ninth. That's
sounds
Game
like trash cans
5.
to me.
The Astros rolled over the Red Sox 9-1, controlling most of the game. The hot red bats for the Red Sox have been dried up. So Game 6, the Astros take it, winning the game 5-0. The World Series is set. Atlanta Braves versus cheating Houston Astros starts tonight. Who do you think is going to win?
I have always been a fan of Freddie Freeman, Ozzie Albies, and all those guys down in Atlanta. As much as I want to say they're going to get it done, the Astros are looking for redemption, and the Brave season will come later. I hate the Astros with a burning passion, but I think they're going to win.
So you're rooting for the Braves.
I'm rooting for Atlanta, but I think that the Astros are going to do it.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Next week I'm going to bring a trash can on the show, and I'm going to bang on it.
All right. So NHL season.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about here.
Yeah, still let's start off with the Pittsburgh Penguins. We have Game 4.
Pens lost.
What?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Gardner. He saved my butt.
He
typed out the thing for the latest game. I was like, oh shoot, well, you talk about the Penguins, I'm gonna have to type up the thing for the Cavs game. Oh yeah, you talk about Penguins. Go.
All right, so Game 4, Pens lost to the Stars 2-1 in overtime, earning 1 point. The Stars play the most boring hockey in defense tone. Most of the game clogging the middle of the ice, so we don't like the Stars around these parts.
Yeah.
Game 5, heading into the game, Chris Letang was ruled out of game with a COVID adding list of mainstays of the Penguins have out of the game. No problem, as the Pens went on to destroy the Maple Leafs 7-1. So let's go. Other Pens news.
Notes.
Crosby is beginning to practice with his team, so he should be back on the lineup soon, which is really good. COVID strikes again, and the attendance at Pens 4 game was 6,450. Ends a sellout streak of 633 regular season and playoff games that dated back to February 14th, 2007. The Blackhawks just broke their sellout streak of 535 games. So,
ooh, that can't be fun.
633 sellouts.
That's a lot. So
That's a lot.
in Washington news, we have the Capitals slugging the Avalanche 6-3. Evgeny Kuznetsov was just wide of a hat trick. It was really good game by Washington. They just knocked their doors off. Same thing happened in game 4 where the Capitals destroyed the Devils 4-1. Kuzi, Sprong, Mantha, and Orlov scored the goals. Ovechkin didn't score in that game, but that was okay. In game 5 against the Flames, the Caps went down 3-0 early, but clawed back to earn a point, getting the game into overtime, but they lost 4-3 in the end. But they still have not lost a game in regulation. Game 6, last night, the Caps played in a really wild game. They fell behind within the first 3 minutes of the game. There was no worry. As they ended the first, they were up 4-1. Ottawa fought back to tie the game. Then the Caps ultimately prevailed 7-5. TJ Oshie gets a hat trick. Awesome for TJ. Ovechkin scores twice, which is really nice. That was absolute chaos of a game. So
Yeah, I was watching that because I have a math class on Monday, and while they were trying to figure out I forgot what it's called. Well, and I was just watching hockey. Like it started in the second period. It was
like
4-1. No, it was 4-1, and it went up to 6-4.
Yeah, that was. I like high scoring
Second
hockey.
period, it was insane. Yeah, and we have other NHL news. Lightning are off to a slow start as of Tuesday. They are
Yay.
2-3-1
Nice.
for defending the Stanley Cup champions. They have dug an early hole.
I mean,
And
that's nice.
yeah,
I like
the
it when they're
current
losing.
undefeated teams are the Hurricanes, Panthers, Blues, and Oilers.
I would not have expected the Oilers to be undefeated. I mean, I
Yeah.
knew they were going to be good, but I didn't know they'd be that good.
Gee, there's only been
All
6
right.
games, though.
We have a bunch to talk about with the Wizards this week. So, game 1, the Wizards go on the road and trample the Raptors 98-83. And yeah, that was nice. Nice way to start the season. Bradley Beal had 23 points. Montrezl Harrell had 22. But Brad suffered something with his hip. Looked like it hurt. So he missed game 2. And the Wizards' home opener was an instant classic. With Bradley Beal out with said hip injury, the Wizards rise up with 2 clutch game-tying 3-pointers by Spencer Dinwiddie and the clutch game-winning 3 by Davis Bertans in overtime. The Wiz were 2-0. They fell back to earth when they lost the Nets 104-90, but the Nets are going to be beating like everybody. So, yeah, we got nothing else with NBA on this script. So it's time for Skippy's dad joke.
Let me collect some now. All right. So, first dad joke. My old job involved crushing cans. I had to quit because it was so depressing. Did you not get that one?
Soda?
So depressing. How do you fix a broken pumpkin?
Ow.
With a pumpkin patch.
I like that.
That one's a class. That was a classic. This isn't the burger I ordered. I asked for no pickles, and they still put a pickle on it. And the guy said, "Well, deal with it." Unbelievable. This one's funny. Atheism is a non-profit organization. That's pretty funny. What do sports fans need to accept it? Skiing is going downhill.
It's funny.
And that's my dad jokes for this week.
I like the skiing one and I like the pickle one.
I still think the atheism is a non-profit organization.
Was funny. That was funny.
That was good. So now time for the NCAA.
Yeah. The Hokies and Virginia Tech, they faced Syracuse. They played a solid game. It was back and forth affair. Then Tech, they blew the lead with 20 seconds left with a Hail Mary at the end. They lost the game 41-36. And yeah, their bowl streak was over last year, but that's trouble.
UVA Saturday night with a thriller against Georgia Tech that ended in a 48-40 win. Let's go, UVA.
Okay,
They're doing better.
we were talking about this the other day about the rankings, how
Uh-huh.
they're on their way to the rankings, but they're not there yet because of that loss to a slack UNC team. If UNC was what we thought it was, then UVA might be higher in the polls. But
Mhm.
I mean, everyone's losing to Wake Forest. But if they had put up a bigger
Wake
fight against
Forest.
Wake Forest, then they would be in the rankings right now. But they'll be
Oh
playing
man,
BYU
Wake
next week.
Forest. Watch out.
So I think if they win out, they'll probably be in the rankings. They have the inside line for the ACC. Actually, they have two
Yep.
conference losses, but I will have to check that. But it looks like they have a chance.
All right, let's continue. Penn State played awful. No doubt about it, listing 20 to 18 in 9 overtimes. The new overtime rules are just a mess. Penn State in Illinois went 10 plays from the free without scoring.
That was nice to see so many overtimes, though. That was cool.
Penn State season's over.
Yeah.
We're not making it to the playoffs. Without the main quarterback, we were gonna go undefeated that season. I think.
I mean,
we would have made it to the playoffs without.
There would have been a close fight against Ohio State. I was really looking forward to that Penn State Ohio.
Yeah,
State. That was going to be an amazing.
Yeah, but
game.
now that he's hurt, we're done. The season's over. We were 4th in the country.
That's unfortunate.
And now we're just going to keep dropping.
We have more college football to talk about on our Friday show, but Maryland Terrapins look to pick up the pieces against Minnesota, but lost 34-16, falling to 4-3. We are back to normal Terps football, but yep, that's the Terps for you. Marshall had their much-needed off week, and yeah.
And other games we have Cincinnati held of 1-6. Navy held up 27-20 to remain undefeated.
Yep. Navy put up a fight in that game. I thought Navy was going to go down dying, but they actually did decently in that game.
Yeah.
Number 8, Oklahoma State was upset by Iowa State 24-21, and that promptly ends the Big 12's shot at having anyone in the playoff other than Oklahoma. So yeah.
Number 10, Oregon held off the unranked UCLA 34-31, but it was a fight down to the end.
I was checking the score. UCLA was leading that game 14-0. I'm like, oh boy, we got upset watch here. This one saddens me. Number 14, Coastal Carolina loses for the first time this year to Appalachian State 30-27. Yeah, I like seeing Coastal be good. I like seeing the smaller colleges doing really good. I like that.
Pitt wins again, beating Clemson 27-17. But what happened at Clemson?
Clemson, they lost to Georgia and they lost their mojo. And furthermore, I think this is a Trevor Lawrence thing. Trevor was so good down there. And there's no stability at quarterback.
Clemson used to be a power team.
Yeah, they were easily top in the country. And this year, they're not even going to win the ACC.
Yeah. Wait,
anyways,
who's Trevor Lawrence going? Who did he go to?
He went to the Jaguars.
Jaguars, yeah. Hopefully he can work some magic there. He's really good.
Well, the Jags aren't doing too well.
Well, that's just the Jaguars being the Jaguars.
Yeah.
All right, now time for BT's NASCAR Minute.
Yes, indeed. I missed the race this weekend, but you know what I did? I had my little recording thing, and I had nobody tell me who won. So what I did was I listened to my recording afterwards like it was live. The only thing different was the Twitter feed wasn't blowing up. So, yeah. Anyways, Kyle Larson kicks the field in the butt again. Chase Elliott's late charge was derailed as he scraped the wall with a few laps to go, killing his momentum. And, he finished second, but another 1-2 finish by Hendrick Motorsports. They will go to Martinsville, Virginia next week. That is going to be a good race if you ask me. Holy moly, the points were absolutely nuts. it looked like Truex, Blaney, Kyle Busch, all those guys were pretty safe, but all of them had trouble. And now it's Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin, 30 plus points above the cut line, which means they will need to have something drastically horrible happen at Martinsville next week. Something similar to Kevin Harvick's collapse at Martinsville last year, which still brings joy to my eyes. So, anyways, they'll fight it out at Martinsville, and we will talk about that next week. So that's Big T's NASCAR.
Now it's time for the potato of the week. So, potato of the week, the Dodgers had 267 million payroll in 2020 and couldn't make it to the World Series.
Yeah, well, everyone's losing to Atlanta now.
Jagoff of this week is the Philadelphia Flyers headed towards forward Nicholas Ayob has been fined $2,687.50 for kneeing a Florida Panthers forward, Mason Marchment.
Oh, there's a Twitter link here. I'm not clicking the Twitter link because I'm going to get kicked out.
Raw potato this week is Penn State for breaking my heart, losing our playoff chances with a 9 overtime losing 20-18. Come on. My little heart has been snapped. Silly Goose of this week is Jimmy Burns, who gave us the tour around Nats Park. So that was really cool. Thank you for that.
The sweet potato. The Wizards start out hot without Bradley Beal.
Hey, this is my show. Get out of here. Sweet potato of this week is the Wizards start out their season without Bradley Beal. That doesn't stop them from getting a hot start 2-0. And I'm gonna just add another sweet potato because I can. I'm gonna put on big man Tom Brady. See, it was pretty cool. It went everywhere. So there was this one kid who had this sign saying, "Tom Brady helped me beat cancer." And so Tom Brady saw this, and we give respect to that because he went up to the kid and said hi and stuff, and then gave him his hat. So
that's nice. As much as I hate Tom Brady on the field, that shows class.
I only hate Tom Brady when I'm playing against him. Otherwise, I'm actually quite a fan of him.
All right.
Which everybody hates me for.
Big T's music notes. We have a lot to talk about here.
Wow.
So, less music, more funny and stupid. Demi Lovato says calling extraterrestrials aliens is offensive. What would E.T. think about that? It is funny how stupid and sensitive everyone is these days.
But oh my gosh.
We're just
offending the
aliens.
We're
not a political show, but this is funny. So anyways,
we're offending the aliens.
So Taylor Swift and Paul McCartney induct Carole King into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Apparently that means something. Eric Church releases a nostalgic video to his new song Heart of Fire that a lot of flashbacks to older eras of his career, which is really cool. We didn't talk about this a few weeks ago. That Fancy Like song that's all over the place. Kesha did a remix of it. I listened to Walker Hayes before that song came out. And his older songs, I like them a lot more. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Also on here, it says Big T loves to sing on buses, much to the voice of reason's annoyance. Well, actually, that was really fun on the bus. We have to tell you guys about that. So we were all singing a bunch, and then our awesome youth leader, Tatiana. We love you, Tati. So we were doing that. We were singing a bunch of songs, and it got a little bit quiet. So I was like, "Are you ready, kids?" And we sang the SpongeBob song.
Aye, Captain.
And then our good friend Matthew, he didn't like that. So he chose violence. He tried to kill me. So
he chose violence.
He woke up and chose violence that day. So that's yeah.
That's good.
It was fun. It was awesome church trip. That was awesome. So that's it for Big T's music notes. And
that's it for the show. So thank you everyone for watching. Sorry for not posting our pics on Instagram because somebody I know you're listening, you little person that's not doing their dang job. You will post those soon. And thank you for 50 subscribers. It's been a
Yeah,
good time.
50. That's awesome. We're on
Yeah.
the road to 100. We're gonna do our 50 subscriber live stream at some point, I think. Are we?
Yeah, I need to
We
learn
actually
how
doing that?
first. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, so we will see everyone
Be
next
sure
week.
to be sure to tune into our Friday college football show. We got a lot to talk about there. And be sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, follow our us at Instagram at Silly Goose STP. And yeah, that's about
Yeah.
it we got this week.
All right, everybody. Keep on, kid.
Yes, sir.